Lassiter. Please raise your hand if you have any questions, in person first and then in Zoom. Thank you.
Ari, noticed you didn't have the brace on the hand today. Is that something that's off for games now, and just how frustrating is it to have to play with one of those?
I can kind of do the day-to-day stuff without anything, especially like times during warm-up. I try to keep it off, but any type of contact or anything like that, they want me to protect it. So for me, honestly, in the matches, it's very annoying. It's frustrating. I feel like I can kind of play without it, but they just want to be precautious.
Ari, obviously, Phil just talked about how the difference between Mexican competition and MLS. How do you see that as well, and how does that kind of relate to the Costa Rican competition you played when you played within that domestic league?
Yeah, I mean, it is very different. As you can tell, it's pretty feisty with a lot of the teams. Whether they're winning or losing, they either get the ball or the player kind of thing. But for me, it's like you said, it's a bit normal for me, coming from Costa Rica. It's something that I'm used to. But it's a fun competition for me. I really enjoy it. The teams are extremely technical and a lot of good players. So I think it's a good competition for both sides.
Ari, in your time with the club, do you have a favorite Diego Chara story?
Do I have a favorite Diego Chara story? I can't really tell you one off the top of my head. But like I said, from day one, I think what I take most from him is just his character on and off the field, whether it has to do with soccer or with life. He's going to give you 100%, and he will never change. He's always extremely consistent. So I think the biggest thing from him is his character, and I think all of his success on the field shows that.
You've been returning from injury recently, even though, the brace isn't fully all the way off yet. But from getting hurt on international duty to coming back here, rehabbing, breaking your way back onto the field, how did that feel to score your first goal after such a long recovery process?
Yeah, it was an interesting recovery process because, my legs were fine. So just to have to sit out and almost be inactive for a couple of weeks at the beginning and then slowly find my way back onto the field. To get my first goal, it was a huge weight off my shoulders. Extremely thankful that I was able to do it at Providence Park in front of the fans, to give them that side, and to try to continue to do that for them and continue to do it for the team.
What's running through your mind when you're through on net there, and at what point in that process do you make the decision that you're going to shoot instead of the square ball?
Well, once Diego put it in behind and I saw that Pipe was kind of offsides and I saw the space, I wanted to push it. And then knowing that we were 2v1, when I did the slight hesitation, it was to kind of look for Pipe. Once he kind of gave me that space on my left, I knew what I wanted to do with it from that moment. So, thankfully and blessed that it went in. Just want to continue to be aggressive in those situations as much as possible.
Ariel, buenos días.
Buenos días.
Felicidades por el gran año que estás teniendo.
Muchas gracias.
Un año, pese a la lesión, un año tan difícil cuando estamos hablando del calendario, cuántos partidos están jugando ustedes. ¿Qué tanto te ayuda esto para mantener un ritmo, sabiendo que también estás jugando con Costa Rica y con los Timbers? ¿Te ayuda a mantener ese ritmo, tener tantos partidos?
Sí, claro, yo siento que con todos los equipos, con todos los partidos, con todos los jugadores que tenemos, va a ser muy importante las rotaciones, teniendo oportunidades de poder jugar y, como dice usted, para tener esa continuidad, para seguir estando en la mira de la selección, que para mí es súper importante. Y yo siento que va a ser importante para todos, para estar al 100, que ocupamos todos para hacer un buen torneo. Tenemos que estar al 100 y queremos ganar este trofeo y tenemos que estar todos unidos. Gusto.
We will now shift over to Zoom questions. Aaron, go ahead.
Hey, Ari, congrats on the goal.
Thank you.
You guys 4 for 4 in chance creation. How do you guys, pretty good shooting, how do you guys create more chances would you see going forward in the next few matches? Thanks.
I think, well, first of all, a lot of the guys have been staying out after training, doing a lot of work on our finishing. So I think that goes to show what we've been doing a bit behind the scenes. I think we need to continue to be aggressive. I think in the first half, after the goal, I think we kind of let down slightly, and then in the second half, we really picked it back up again. And then I just think that's mentality, that's being aggressive in the final third and looking to create and looking to be dangerous and taking risks in the right parts of the field. So I think we continue that. We continue to be aggressive and defending well, keeping that net on a 0. I think that'll be really key for us to move forward.